Shabbat Shalom. So often when we're out in public, whether it's at a restaurant, on a plane, in a theater, and even at synagogue, when we hear a child who's particularly disruptive, who's making a lot of noise, our first instinct is often to look over and to give that glare of judgment, of condemnation. But occasionally, it's a child who has special needs, who is emotionally or developmentally disabled. We need to understand that these actions are beyond their control. And it's not that they are a bad child, a willful child, or bad parents who can't control their child, but in fact, this is who the child is. And how horrible that these families feel excluded, who are afraid to go out in public because of that look of condemnation and of judgment. We have to learn to be more understanding. Sometimes the children look different. Sometimes they look like every other child. It's hard to know what their own personal condition is. We need to have that curiosity to look and to try and understand, to be accepting, to be inclusive. To remember our tradition teaches us, each of us made in the image of God, each of us, that divine reflection, sacred, each of us in different ways. I read a book not too long ago called Why I Jump, which gave me a whole different understanding from the perspective of a child, written by a 13-year-old, of what it means to have autism. It's important for us to understand people. Wouldn't it be great if not just with children who have special needs, but for everybody, before we judge, we just looked and tried to evaluate, tried to have compassion. Our communities, our sanctuaries need to welcome children, teens, even adults who don't seem to fit our model. We need to embrace them. We are a holy house. We bring God into this world. It's through our actions and understanding. That's how we bring God in. On this Shabbat, wishing you a Shabbat of holiness, of uniqueness. Shabbat Shalom.